The shadow within her, the girl with the broken past, Valeria Duval lived a quiet, elegant life. She owned several small art galleries, each filled with warm light and calm music. Her son, Leon, was the only person she loved more than art itself. He was kind, thoughtful, steady, everything a mother could hope for. After her husband passed, Leon became her world. One evening, he called, his voice unusually excited. "Mom, there's someone I want you to meet. She's special." Valeria smiled. Maybe he finally found the girl who could make him happy. The next night, she arrived. Her name was Selene. She was beautiful. Soft voice, careful smile. But something about her eyes felt unsettled, like she was always listening for footsteps behind her. At the dinner table, she spoke politely, yet her stories felt mismatched. She mentioned growing up in one town, then, a moment later, said she grew up somewhere else. She told them she had no living relatives, and then accidentally mentioned a sister. Leon didn't seem troubled. He looked enchanted. But Valeria felt a quiet alarm inside her chest. Weeks passed. Selene was gentle, sweet, but strangely unpredictable. Some nights, she disappeared without a word. Other times, Valeria found her awake at 3 a.m., sitting alone in the dark, staring out the window, like she was waiting for someone who never arrived. One night, Valeria walked into her gallery and froze. Selene stood there alone, in the dark, whispering to a painting. "He's still here," she murmured. "He won't let me go." Valeria stepped closer. "Who's here, sweetheart?" Selene blinked, suddenly calm. "No one. I just liked the painting." But her eyes told another story. The unease grew. Finally, Valeria hired a private investigator. A few days later, he came back with information that made her skin crawl. Years ago, Selene had been engaged to a man named Adam Rhodes. There was a car accident. Everyone believed Adam died, but his body was never found. After that, Selene vanished from her old life, like she was running from something or someone. Valeria confronted her gently. "Selene, why did you tell people he died?" Selene looked strangely peaceful. "Because he did die, at least to me." She paused. "But sometimes, I still hear him." Her voice shook, not like a liar's, but like someone terrified of her own memories. Leon grew angry. "Mom, stop. She's been through trauma. She's not lying. She's hurting." And he was right. Selene had a dissociative disorder. Part of her mind lived in the present, but another part was trapped with Adam, lost the moment she thought he died. Her mind split into pieces just to survive, but the truth wasn't done with them. One night at a cozy restaurant, Valeria suddenly froze. A man was walking toward their table, alive, calm, familiar from the investigator's photos. Selene's breath caught. Her face turned white as snow. Adam?" He stopped right in front of her. He was very much alive, and everything she thought she knew started to crumble. In this part 1, yesterday walks in. The man sat down quietly. His voice was gentle but firm. "Hi, Selene. It's been a long time." Leon stared. Valeria stared. Selene trembled. "You're alive," she whispered. "I saw you die. There was blood. Adam shook his head. "I survived. I woke up in a hospital. But when I searched for you, you were gone." He sighed. "Someone told me you moved away. I tried to find you. Then I heard you were telling people I was dead." Selene's hands shook uncontrollably. "I didn't lie," she whispered. "After the crash, my mind, it broke." Her voice cracked. "I remember holding your hand. I thought you were gone. I felt my life collapse. Everything inside me shattered." Leon looked at her like he was seeing her for the first time. She continued, tears running down her face. "I thought if I said you were dead, maybe the pain would stop, but it never did." Adam softened. "We were both hurt, both lost, but I didn't come to take you back." He looked at Leon, then at Valeria. "I just wanted you to know, I'm alive. You don't have to carry my ghost anymore." Selene covered her face. "Part of me is still with him," she cried. "But another part loves Leon." Her voice trembled. I'm living two lives, both feel real. Her mind had created two worlds, one where Adam died and one where she was desperate to be reborn. Neither world felt complete. Adam took her hand gently. You don't owe me anything. You were wounded. You survived. He smiled sadly. Now, you can finally live. He stood, nodded to Leon and Valeria, and left. He didn't look back. It was his way of freeing her. Selene broke. Everything she had buried came rushing back. She couldn't escape anymore. But she wasn't alone. Leon stayed. Valeria stayed. They helped her find a therapist, helped her rebuild the parts of herself that fractured. Recovery wasn't easy, but every day she grew a little stronger. Months later, Selene began to paint. Her memories, her pain, her healing, all bloomed through color. Art helped her stitch her soul back together. And one day, in Valeria's gallery, surrounded by her own paintings, Selene and Leon said their vows. It wasn't a grand wedding, just a small gathering, filled with soft music and warm tears. But it felt perfect. Right before the ceremony, Selene whispered to Valeria, "Thank you for seeing the real me, even when I couldn't." Valeria hugged her tightly. "Broken things aren't worthless," she said. "Sometimes they become the most beautiful." And Selene finally believed it. This isn't a story about lies. It's a story about trauma, about a heart so shattered, it built a second world just to keep breathing. Sometimes our minds break to save us, and healing comes only when we face the past and choose love anyway. Selene found peace. Leon found love. Valeria found understanding. And the ghost of yesterday finally let go.